and welcome to this special show. As the world battles the coronavirus pandemic, mankind's biggest focus now is on how to prevent the infection in the absence of a vaccine, and of course the search for a cure continues. But how do people who've been in lockdown for several weeks now slowly start getting back to work and get on with life when disease lurks around the corner? How do we protect frontline COVID workers who are at the forefront of the global battle against coronavirus? In the absence of a vaccine right now, prevention is the best cure. And prevention through sanitizing and disinfecting ourselves, also providing protection to those who are the most exposed: health workers, police personnel, state officials who are working night and day to keep us safe. Over the next half hour, we'll be focusing on an organic and environmentally sustainable answer to all these critical questions. Joining us on the show, Dr. Karthik Narayanan, CEO, LitSkills Learning. Gomti Subramaniam, Quality Control Chemist with Novus International, is joining us from Arkansas in the United States. Varaprasad Reddy, Special Officer, COVID-19, Chikballapur District of Karnataka, is with us, as is Dr. Rohit Batra, Consultant Dermatologist with the Sir Gangaram Hospital here in Delhi. Well, let me open this up by asking Dr. Karthik Narayan. You've spearheaded a citizens' initiative, Project Sugardhana, to give India its first Citro-BioShield antimicrobial disinfectant tunnel. Explain to us a little more about what this is and where it's being used and who are being benefited.
Morning, Ankita, and thank you first of all, for giving me an opportunity. And yes, Citro-BioShield is an antimicrobial disinfectant, and this is much better than the sodium hypochlorite and iodine water, which has been sprayed in other places across India. See, disinfectant tunnels was main concept was, we started off after looking at a lot of tunnels which was being sprayed by the sodium hypochlorite, and it causes a lot of irritation for the skin, and it's not that effective also. And in fact, government of India has also banned this solution, as in not to spray on humans. So we wanted to think about some kind of an innovative idea, some kind of an option where which can be accepted by the public, as well as which is very safe for the humans also. So, when we found out citrus-based fruit extracts and vegetable glycerin oils is the best combination. So then we started a trial, and we did a pilot in Gauribidnur in Chikballapur district. Became very successful and was widely appreciated and accepted by medical doctors also. Then we went ahead and we started doing a large scale operation. So that is how this whole concept came. Basically, the only thing is make sure that against chemicals, we need to be free from chemicals, and organic is the way ahead in a situation like this. So that was the main idea, and right. That's how we got this thing up.
So organic is the way ahead. Let's try and understand those distinctions a little better if we can. Gomti Subramaniam, you're a member of the American Chemical Society. Obviously there is this big debate about sodium hypochlorite, and here, of course, it's already seeing a ban as well. Do these surface disinfectants work, and how would you rank an organic disinfectant vis-a-vis, for instance, bleach or sodium hypochlorite?
Namaste. This antimicrobial disinfectant, what Karthik Narayan was talking about, is 99.99% antimicrobial, and it's non-corrosive, and it's non-alcoholic, and also it's so human safe used in the tunnels and as in the hospitals and operation theaters as an antimicrobial disinfectant, and they using the foggers and humidifiers. When compared to the sodium hypochlorite, which is normally used in bleach and iodine water, it's more skin irritant and it's highly corrosive. So we are moving towards the organic and biodegradable ones. We don't want our kids to inhale any alcohol or any corrosive chemicals so that they have more respiratory problems. Sodium hypochlorite is the one of the ingredients which is like bleach, common bleach, which we use.
Right.
That is more skin irritant and hazardous too
Right.
in higher level of concentration.
So, Varaprasad Reddy, you've been Special Officer for COVID-19 for Chekballapur. You've also overseen the installation of a disinfectant tunnel actually
Yeah.
in a red zone area which is using this solution. What has your experience been?
Yes, madam. Let me tell about Gauribindur first. It's a very buzzing town with 50,000 plus population. It's having a rich legacy. Unfortunately, 12 positive cases were attached to were found in this small town. That made Gauribindur to fall under red zone. In fact, like then government of Karnataka posted me as special officer to this place. So we initiated many citizen centric, in fact, initiatives which contained the spread of the virus. And thankfully, Dr. Karthik Narayanan came at the right time. He just came to Gauribindur and explaining about this thing. So on this spot, we decided we should try this. And to be I'm very proud to tell that the structure, the tunnel was designed and erected by local Gauribindur boys within span of 24 hours. Like, of course, Karthik Narayan really shared his expertise and all. So I would like to label this as Make in Gauribindur. Our Gauribindur did this, and a very important part is Dr. Karthik Narayanan gave this organic extract. So our district administration, in fact, our district in charge minister, he himself is a doctor by profession. So he went through the entire literature, he was thoroughly convinced and gave us green signal. So we could start it, and citizens, Porokarmikas, police personnel, everybody were exposed. Thankfully, it was a big success. Till now, I didn't got any report which says something negative about this organic citrus-based disinfectant. I'm really thankful to Dr. Karthik Narayan for exposing us to this great new initiative. In fact, this was the first initiative in the entire country. So we are very proud to claim that, man. Thank you.
Right. Thanks very much for that. And in fact, in those visuals, actually, we can see the Bengaluru Police Commissioner, and one of these machines has in fact been installed in the Bengaluru Police Commissioner's office. And we spoke to him earlier as well, Bhaskar Rao, who talked about what the experience has been like. Now, remember, policemen in particular, police personnel rather, have been at the front line of the COVID battle. They are probably meeting many more people while they're undertaking their duties. What happens when these police personnel then come back to the same place, given their levels of exposure? Well, this disinfectant tunnel was set up, as we said, at the police commissioner's office. This was what he told us.
The first organic disinfection tunnel was installed in the office of the Commissioner of Police, Bangalore City. We welcome the initiative of Sudardhana and their partners. The reason that it is organic is it is free from alcohol, and it is a new initiative, and we really welcome such a program which is starting from our office. This office, even during the lockdown period, sees close to about 500 to 600 visitors who keep coming for some reason or the other.
So, Dr. Karthik Narayan, you're looking at using this organic disinfectant not just in tunnels, even though we're focusing, of course, on the tunnels of hope. Is it possible to use this in other methods as well for surface disinfecting? We believe right now an initiative called Team Daksh by Ajit Kumar is actually using drones to disinfect public spaces. Is this something, is this a solution something that can be used in drones as well? What's the latest on that?
Absolutely. With regards to Daksh, Daksh is an initiative which was being mentored by Ajit Kumar, who's a South Indian superstar, and he has come up with a very innovative idea of spraying disinfectants using drones across all the red zone areas, especially in Tamil Nadu. A pilot was being conducted in Chennai, and it was very successful also. And the same idea was also being passed to district collector in Tirunelveli, and same drones were also used as as a medium of solution for spraying this disinfectants. Now, when it comes to the solution, exactly, when we're talking about the surface disinfectants, see, Citrus Bio Shield is a completely organic solution, and this is also can be used in industrial surface disinfectant as well. This solution is also used to clean rivers, and a lot of projects is going on parallelly. With regards to spraying this solution using drones, yes, of course. I mean, this is what we are also recommending to Team Dutch also, and I'm sure that pretty soon we should be implementing this on a large scale level as well. But yeah, Team Dutch has done a very great job, an amazing job, and hearty congratulations for all the team members, and of course, Ajit Kumar being the forefront and brainchild behind this whole concept. So that project was also very successful in Chennai as well as in Tirunelveli also.
Right. Let's try and understand, just how dangerous sodium hypochlorite can be when used as a disinfectant. Now, Dr. Batra, the government has, of course, banned the usage of the chemical already as a disinfectant. But what really are the health worries attached to sodium hypochlorite or repeated exposure to sodium hypochlorite? So when we're looking, for instance, at an extended period where disinfecting and sanitizing is going to become a part of our lives, it's already a part of our lives, but it will continue to be so. What are we looking at?
See, we have to understand that there is a difference between the industrial grade solvents and chemicals that you have and what can be used on the human body.
Right.
Now, when we talk about sodium hypochlorite that is used in these industrial grades and is used for sanitizing or is being sprayed all throughout the country in various cities, that is something that is meant to sanitize the societies, to sanitize the roads and the building complexes. You cannot spray them on human body. There was a large human cry when we saw pictures even on your channel also that it was used in one of the northern states on people, the migrants that were entering the city.
Yes, indeed.
So that led to the banning of such substances. Now, tunnels were made and there was like every department, every state and city were running after these tunnels that, okay, as if that you are making a person enter from one side and from the other side, the person will come corona free. That's not done. Now, if you are spraying the same chemicals, say in a nanoparticle or a mist form, that doesn't take away the side effect. This is an industrial grade that was used in these tunnels. And when a person is going through them, it gives them a sense of false belief that, okay, they are now corona free. So they don't take care about themselves. So the three things that are to be taken care by any individual is carrying their own mask, wearing it, glove, and social distancing. So if you are doing these three things, you're taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
Now, if someone is passing through these tunnel, be it any tunnel, okay, there are other eminent personalities on your panel, but I would like to ask them that if someone is wearing a mask and going through this tunnel, then be it organic, what happens to that mask? The efficacy of that mask? Our frontline soldiers, our policemen, our healthcare workers, sanitization workers, if they will pass through them, what will happen to the mask that they are wearing?
All right, let Dr. Narayan actually answer that question. Should people be wearing masks when they enter the tunnel? I think it's important to highlight at this point that all measures of hygiene and all the precautions are perhaps as important. No one is advocating that passing through a disinfectant tunnel means that you don't take other precautions also. But Dr. Narayan, on the question of masks specifically, should you be wearing a mask when you pass through a disinfectant tunnel?
See, with regards to this organic disinfectant tunnel, as I previously said, it is very safe, even it has to be inhaled by human beings also. Okay, so generally, according to the standards and WHO standards and all these things, what we prefer is to have the mask and go in. But what I personally feel, this is my personalized opinion only. This is not, so taken from anybody else. What I personally feel is to remove the mask and enter inside the tunnel and disinfectant, inside the disinfectant tunnel, so that from head to toe, the person is inside the tunnel, standing there for not more than 5 to 7 seconds, probably like say 10 seconds and come out of the tunnel. So once he is out of the tunnel, he can definitely wear the mask and he can go on. So even this is very safe that even if it has to be consumed inside, inhaled inside also, it is absolutely safe. So that's the best part of this organic solution. But
All right.
whereas in a sodium hypochlorite solution, I definitely don't suggest removing the masks and going, because as you know, it's nothing but just bleach. So
Right.
that's the one thing.
All right.
And with regards to masks, yeah, I mean, so
Yeah,
masks should be taken
that's
out.
an important clarification, and thank you for that. We will have to take a very quick break at this point, but when we come back, I will be speaking also to S. Suresh Kumar, Karnataka's Education Minister, who also talks about this unique initiative. We'll also talk about why we perhaps need to focus now on other measures as we go ahead. India is now about to take those slow steps towards opening up. There will be many more people rejoining workplaces. There will be more people who will be exposed to each other. What happens in this scenario? We'll take a look at all of that when we come back in just a moment. As we look at various ways to battle the global COVID pandemic, one way of going forward, of course, is to sanitize, sanitize, sanitize. And we're looking at a unique initiative of an organic disinfectant tunnel. It's being called the Tunnel of Hope. I spoke earlier about it to S. Suresh Kumar, Karnataka Education Minister. Karnataka was one of the first states to adopt these disinfectant tunnels, and I began by asking him how it's worked out for the state and where he feels these disinfectant tunnels should be placed for the maximum benefits.
See, first of all, these disinfectant tunnels should be in marketplaces, because once this lockdown is revoked, repealed, so most people will come in the marketplaces. So there, this disinfectant tunnel may become a necessity. And in places like Vidhan Sauda, Vikas Sauda, MS building, where a huge number of people may come. So this may be implemented, and ultimate decision will be the experts who will know the pros and cons of these disinfected tunnels, because there is a feeling that disinfected tunnels may not be of that use. But this organic disinfected tunnel that I saw in Gauri Bidnor proved to be a better one without any side effects.
So, Dr. Karthik Narayanan, we've heard now from the Karnataka Education Minister there. He's also the point person for the state's battle against COVID-19, and he's been briefing the media regularly. Now, tell us a little more about other initiatives that you're looking at right now. I mean, apart from Tunnel of Hope, there are various ways of protecting frontline workers, and you've been looking at some of them. You've been awarded for some of these ideas also. Tell us a little more about that.
Well, see, I'm just simple common man. Just wanted to try something very differently, and wanted to stand by and fight for the nation against this tough times. So we started off the Sugardhana initiative as a very simple, small time initiative. We started providing masks and personal sanitizers to all the policemen in Bangalore as well as in Chikballapur. Closely about 10,000 sanitizers and 10,000 masks were being provided. And the migrant laborers, which was pretty challenging for the government, we did a small part in supporting the migrant laborers by providing them food articles. Closely about 47,000 to 48,000 migrant laborers have been fed in this last 39 days. So my team was on the go from the day one, and during that process, that's when we came across this disinfectant tunnels creating havoc because of the sodium hypochlorite solution. Like as the doctor said in your own channel, it was being aired in UP, I believe. So the migrant workers were being sprayed hypochlorite solution. So that's when I really wanted to sit back and work, and that's when we took help from great medical doctors who were on the field. So Citrobioshield, the solution is also being used in ICUs as well as in operation theaters without shifting the patients using the Frogger technology.
Right.
So we thought, how would this be? This solution can be used in the tunnel, and that's when this idea came up through the help of Dr. Varaprasad Reddy. We started off in Gauribidnur, and it just went off.
Right.
So
It's
as
interesting
I
also,
said,
Dr. Narayan, that this is also being used to protect the Nagarhole National Park and the elephant and tiger reserves over there.
yes, of course, yes. I would want to personally thank Dr. Bhima Shankar S. Gluvad, DCP of Northeast Bangalore, and Mr. Mahesh Kumar, who is
Yeah.
the IFS in Bandipur and Nagarhole Tiger Reserve.
Right.
So we were the first team to sanitize using bioenzymes instead of bleaching powder and sodium hypochlorite solutions and Citrobioshield solutions for the Tiger Park,
Yeah.
Tiger Reserve, as well as the elephant parks in Nagarhole.
All right.
Yeah.
I believe we have a quick message from Dr. Bhima Shankar Guled, the DCP of Northeast Bengaluru. So we'll just play that out for us. We are rather out of time, but let's quickly listen in.
The initiative of Sugardhana of Dr. Karthik, I feel has helped us to keep the corona disease away from people visiting my office as well as for the staff. And also, what I see is that police, who are frontline warriors in the fight against corona, has to take all the measures that is possible for keeping this corona at bay. So probably, apart from maintaining the personal hygiene norms, maintaining social distance norms, continuously using the hand sanitizers and masks and gloves, along with this disinfectant should be helping us. And not only now, in the days to come also, because as we see, the lockdown has considerably reduced the spread of the disease in the society. But whereas in the days to come, when the lockdown is lifted, there is going to be again mingling of the public, and there is maybe a possibility of this corona hitting us in a second wave. So to avoid that second wave hitting us, we need to take all the measures that is possible, whether it is disinfectant tunnel, using the hand sanitizers, using the mask, maintaining the social distance, and any other protective measures that the government feels is the need of the day.
All right. He was talking about the police and the importance of protecting them. But thank you all for joining us on this show. And we'll continue to, of course, have discussions on the many ways in which we can protect ourselves going ahead as India slowly returns to fighting with, well, a life with COVID-19, as we said. Thank you, Karthik Narayan, Gomti Subramaniam, Varaprasad Reddy, and Dr. Rohit Batra for being with us on this special show.